Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Welcome everybody to today's presentation. It's day number 3 of our crossing. Auntie Jen and I are crossing the Atlantic from New York to Southampton. Today's date is Sunday, August the 25th, 2024. We left New York a couple of days ago. And Friday, as a matter of fact. And yesterday we had a little drama. You'll note, if you were here yesterday, you saw this little map I popped up here. You notice how we were sailing along, leaving New York, and all of a sudden we did a U-turn, and we started heading back towards the USA. And we ended up with a little bit of drama here. We ended up having a passenger having to be evacuated back to the U.S. I think there's the video there. I'll double check, see if that pops up or not. Anyway, we had to. There it is. We had a helicopter land on the ship last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should really say. And well, what can I tell you? We ended up waving goodbye to an individual, unfortunately, who had to be evacuated here off the ship, the American Coast Guard helicopter. This helicopter circled the ship about 4 or 5 times and finally hovered over top of the ship. The captain would not allow anyone on the upper decks. They closed off the promenade deck. They basically told us to stay in our cabins if possible. Those of us fortunate enough to catch a little bit of that video, that scene, I was able to catch a little bit of that helicopter hovering over and taking the individual back to Boston. And we're hoping that all worked out. Today, we're here. Look at this map here. You can see where we're located right now. I'll just put my mug over here. Hi. We're just off the coast of the tip of our northern end of Nova Scotia. And we're just between Nova Scotia and Sable Island, as a matter of fact. And we're now going to start turning towards the east. You have to move north anyway to get to Southampton from New York. And so you need a bit of a northerly leg to start with, if I can say that right. Here's the speed of the ship right now, 23 knots, 23.3, add about 15% to that. And so at about 3.5, 4 miles an hour, we're going 26, 27 miles an hour right now in our current position and our course at this point. Some of you can understand this, some of you can't. Today's video, I thought I would zero in on the ship, on the interior of this ship. My goodness, this vessel is really a floating museum. It's a tribute to the history of Cunard, the history of transatlantic crossings. Remember, this is the Queen Elizabeth II, the Queen Elizabeth, or the Queen Mary II, I should say, Queen Mary II. The Queen Mary original is in Long Beach, California. And there is artwork all over the place on this ship to study and look at. I can tell you, if you're of a certain age, if you're more than, I'm going to say you're over 35, you've had kids and you're exhausted, you got away from them for a while, or you're empty nesters, you're in your 50s and you're empty nesters. Oh, are you going to love this ship? Oh, God, are you going to love this ship? First of all, it's almost all adults. Second of all, it's certainly a majority of 50 and older, if not 60 and older. And you're going to love the history that is available to be seen here. It is just stunning. What I did was I went down to deck number 2, and I went to the very front of the ship, deck number 2, and I walked around a bit and started looking at different videos or different things and took different videos for you. And I want to show you, if possible, this video here. Again, you have to forgive my complete amateurish style here, but look at this. Look at these photos and watch what happens when you zoom out. This is not easy to do. Just forgive the blurriness, but here we go. Here we go. Watch what happens when you blur or pull out of this one picture and you back up and look at what starts to happen. You begin to notice a face and you realize, oh my God, there are just a gazillion of these photos here. Holy moly, look at this. Yeah, welcome aboard Queen Mary 2. Look at that. That entire photograph is made up of thousands of tiny little pictures and are forming part of this massive display here at the end of one of the hallways. And I'm zooming back in for you again. I'm going to do the reverse. Here we go. As I'm holding my phone. This is my iPhone, and I'm just zooming in. You try this yourselves when you get on this ship. Man, is this fun coming from stuff like this. It's unbelievable. Look at that. All the different ships. My God. The original photo I was using is on the upper left, by the way, if you're trying to find it. Wow. It's just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I walked around the ship and took a look at various images. Here is the hallway again at the front of the ship, and this is half of a kind of a horseshoe-shaped hallway that you can go around. And on both sides of the walls, history of Cunard, history of transatlantic, the wars, plaques everywhere that this ship has been presented over its many, many years of service. This is the city of Liverpool. If you're from the UK, you're from Canada, you're from the United States, you're from anywhere, if you have any kind of a history bug in you, you will find your way down here, and you will find out quickly how much time you are going to be down here. you can be down here for hours. It's up to you if it turns you on or not. If you're into rock climbing and wave running and water slides, this ship is not for you. But if you're into history and you're into kind of you're beginning to realize how smart your parents were all along while you grew up as a brat in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. This area here, you're going to relate to this. You're going to like this. Look at this presentation here from the San Juan Bay pilots. This is not just a plaque, okay? They didn't want to do one like that kind of a thing. Pretty cool bean stuff. There's stuff here from individuals that have been sent to the ship, to the Cunard line. I saw this photo and I saw this description below, and I thought I'd zoom in for you. So bear with me here. You'll be able to read this in just a second here. Here we go. In loving memory of my dad, Sidney Walker, an engineer officer who served on board the Queen Mary between 39 and 45. The original photograph with the title and comments written personally by my dad was taken when the Queen Mary was troop carrying between the U.S. and Europe. It was his favorite ship. I mean, these are family memento photos, and look at this. These young men that served. My goodness, most of them are gone now. It's 2024. The war has been over 80 years. Wow, isn't that something? I got a kick out of this. Daring, dashing, dazzling. Well, all these guys who went over there, how old were they? 16 to 25? Most of them, most of them under 30. Many didn't come back. What a dedication. Just fantastic. This entire area here, it just goes on, and I'm doing my best to give you a little sense. I hope I'm not making you seasick watching this, but just to give you a sense of what you can look at here. There's you can hook your phone to this, I believe, and you can do a walk through here and listen to and look at this at the same time. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, this is only one half of the hallway, and I'm doing what I can, giving you an idea of what this is. Evacuation of women and children during the Second World War. My goodness, the stories that happened at that time. This wasn't just a regional conflict, the Second World War. It was a full-blown worldwide thing. And our parents and grandparents, if you were paying any attention to them when you were a kid, when they talked to each other, they had stories. Look at the troop ship there. My goodness. Look at this here. The war brides. After the war, there were war brides coming from the UK back to Canada and to United States. Some of them had kids. What were those soldiers doing over there? I thought they were fighting a war. Wait a minute. What else were they doing? All kinds of stories, aren't there? Yes, there are. So yeah, this ship is a floating museum, but there's more to that. There's more than that. Here's a. I hope I can get this one to pop up for you. Let's see if I can get this video up. Here we go. I've got a number of videos to show you. Rather than you see it my face, so I just will show you some of the ship itself. I'm just amazed at how grand it is and how classic it is. When you are walking through this ship, look at the light fixtures. Just, talk about Art Deco design. The ship is from 2003. It's not from 1940. There's a gentleman here holding up for me, letting me film. I said, "It's okay, sir. It's okay. You don't have to worry about me." I didn't even notice him at the beginning. And the handrails and the etched glass inside the handrails. And if you go up the stairs, you zoom up here, you see all this artwork, beautifully lit. It's an art gallery. The ship is an art gallery. It's a historical museum. It's a beautiful place. The staff, they're great. They come by and they say hello to you. They don't mind you. This is just an elevator walk. What's the big deal? Look at this. You don't see this on Carnival ships. You don't see this on Princess ships. I mean, this is not Norwegian. This is Cunard. This is history. You are look at the wood and the veneers and the carpeting and the style. Oh my God. Unbelievable. You're just walking around the ship and you're gawking all the time. You're just gawking and gawking and gawking. And all the history that is talked about and displayed here. Absolutely fantastic. You can't beat this. I love it. Look at that. I did this filming here Sunday morning. I was out here at about 9:30 in the morning. Very light traffic people, very respectful when they see you with a camera. They get out of your way. This is a shot heading towards the main lobby where the purser's office is, and where the shops are, and the casino, and a beautiful flower display. It's absolutely stunning. I got a shot here coming up of the lobby itself. Let's see if I can bring this on here. Here we go. The grand lobby, and this is the second level. And then looking up and look at this. This is incredible. There's people on the ship who just stop. They just stop in their tracks and they look up and they look around. They go, "Oh my God, look at that!" The first 2-3 days, you're overwhelmed by it. It's just amazing. I thought I'd get a shot of the ceiling here inside the lobby, and then I thought I'd come back down with my camera, and I zeroed in here on this beautiful second tier here where the shops are. Different displays here. You can see that. Then I'm going to come down to the centerpiece here in the lobby. It changes every day, by the way. There we go. There's the 360 back to that mural up there. And then here is this beautiful display. Look at this flower display. And I thought I'd walk around and just give you a sense of it, and then the background. And there's some people who just sit here and just relax. Some folks waiting for the purser over there to have a chat about this and that, or an issue with their room, or what have you. Stunning. Just absolutely stunning. If you're into art, you're going to love this ship. Here are all kinds. You'll find all kinds. I'm talking hundreds of pieces of work that date from the 50s and the 60s, and some historical. This is a shot here of a ship You may or may not be hearing my voice right now. I don't know if you hear me or not, but this is an artwork here, the crossing of the ships in the mid-Atlantic back in the 50s, back in the day. Look at that. Yeah. So enjoyable. Here's another one. Let's see if we can get this one to come up here. Yeah, here's another one that I found. The Queen Elizabeth II, the QE2, I believe it is. A painting done a while ago, and Cunard logo on there. I think this is a painting of the QE2 before they added some upper decks to her. They tried to modernize her, and they put in some balcony decks to her. And I think I have one more for you. Let's see if I can get this to show. I don't know if this is going to work. You'll have to forgive me, folks. I'm on the fly here, and I may or may not be able to show some of these the way I like. Quick other photo here, as I showed earlier, and there are photos of the Queen Elizabeth herself, various events over the years. This is a photo from 1957, by the way. And below this is a letter from Buckingham Palace from Charles Larson, or to Mr. Charles Larson, thanking them for sending us this photo in 1957. Please don't send any more. Very interesting. Anyway, this ship is really something else. You have to one day get on this ship, from just the fact that you're on a piece of floating history. This isn't just a cruise ship going from the Bermuda or to Nassau to Miami and then going to a private island. You ever get a chance to cross the Atlantic in this vessel, you're going to like it. But I'm going to warn you, you better be of a certain age. If you're a 22-year-old single guy going with a couple of friends looking to go clubbing every night, you're not going to like this ship. But if you are, you're on a little bit, you're no longer with kids, oh, are you going to love this cruise ship? And if you're a senior, oh man, are you really going to love this cruise ship? Because this is, it's not a cruise ship, it's an ocean liner. You're going to love the ocean liner because they are tailor making everything for a relaxed, enjoyable time. There are younger folks on this ship, believe me. They are walking the decks on the promenade deck, and they're in the pools, and there's lots to do, tons to do. But this is not one of those Royal Caribbean Wave Runner 10-story slides going all the way down. No carousel wheels here, none of that stuff. It's relaxed, first class, professional, top-notch service. You're going to love it. And I'm going to bring you some more of these videos of the interior of the ship as the cruise goes on. It's pretty cool. I think I do have one more video for you, and it was this one right here. Let's see if this one can pop up or not. Hopefully you'll be able to see this one. It's a hallway right at the second level, and there are all these games on board that you can play. They have these tables right by the windows. And for whatever reason, this video was skipping. Here we go. Now it's running properly. And there's only a couple of folks who were down here when I was down here. I didn't want to put them on camera, so I sort of carefully went around them. But they have jigsaw puzzles here, Scrabble games, Pictionary, and people come down here in twos and threes or singly. You're right by the water. Look at that, and look at this puzzle that was partially done, and you can just pick it up and keep working it all you want, and look out the window at the same time. Pretty pretty darn nice, I must say. So yeah, pretty cool thing to witness. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's day 3 crossing the Atlantic from New York to Southampton, and we're going to make some mileage up now. We're rolling here at 26 miles an hour, 24 hours a day, baby, and it's as smooth as silk. I showed you yesterday how calm the water was with my water glass. Here it is again. The waves aren't as calm this time around, but look at this. I'm moving the water because I'm moving my camera here. There you go. Look at that. It is not. It barely registers anything. Look at that. That gives you an idea how smooth this crossing is today and on this trip. Thank you for joining me. I'll always keep you posted on what's going on, and we'll see you next time from the Queen Mary 2 in the Atlantic. Bye for now.